is Ella. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh, and today I'm going to be showing you, or we are going to be cooking, not just me showing you, you're cooking with me. I'm going to be showing you, we are going to be cooking egusi. It's not just your regular egusi. This particular egusi, like it's meant to have by the travel to Paris from you go carry the go where you don't know if you eat this egusi. So ingredients we are going to be using here is my pressure pot, and in here I have some beef, stockfish. Yeah, I've already seasoned it with onion. Okay, there's onion in here, salt, and the seasoning cubes. This is the main ingredients, which is the egusi melon. Here in this plate I have my Kpomo, cow skin or rubbery meat, whatever you just feel free to call it, whatever you wish to call. And also there is what's the name of this fish? Kpanla fish. Yeah, Kpanla. This is red oil. This is water leaf. I'm going to be using 2 different leaves to make this egusi. Like, I know you'll be wondering, what is water leaf doing here? See, water leaf takes this soup to another level. If they carry this soup go where you don't know. I have my, okay, the second leaf. Let me just complete the leaf. This is water leaf. This is bitter leaf. If you have fresh one, it's still good. This is fresh one. Like when I bought it, it was fresh. I had to, when the first time I used it, it was too big, so I had to divide it. I put this one in the freezer, so I just brought it up now, and I'm going to shred it the more because it's this white type of it. So I also have this is a tatashi. This is tatashi, which is what's the English name for this tatashi? God, oh my god, is bell pepper. Yeah, and this is paprika pepper. Yeah, this is paprika, and this is our normal Scotch burnet pepper. Like 3 different types of pepper in one soup. Oh god. And our tomatoes, Bullion cube, crayfish. This is salt. So I separated the Kpomo from the beef and stockfish, like I showed you earlier. So already the beef and stockfish is cooking. And why I didn't add the 2 of them together, like why I didn't add the Kpomo, the fish inside the same, as in like at the same time that I started cooking the beef and the stockfish, is because you know Kpomo is soft now, fish is soft. So I mean, if I had added all of them together, like you would not like the texture, like how the Kpomo, you know, at least when you're eating Kpomo, it's within you in the mouth, like so that kind of thing. That's why. So like the meat is already cooked now, so not 100% cooked. So I'm going to go ahead adding the Kpomo and the fish. I took it a tap, and I just added the, moving over to my pepper mix. I am going to blend everything together. This Shombo, tatasi, that is the bell pepper, tomatoes, onion. I'm going to go ahead to, you know, clean them up and then pour in a blender.
Why are you bringing out the seed?
It's because I don't know if it's only me that experienced this or that I've tested the bitter taste of this pepper seed. I don't know. Please, if it has happened to you before, you can leave a comment on the comment section. That's why, like, I think I've used this one time and I didn't like the taste it gave me. It's somehow bitter, so it's good. It will be good that, you know, you remove the seed before blending. So I'm going to be doing all this now off camera, then pour everything inside a blender. All right, it's time to prep our vegetable. There is nothing much to do about the bitter leaf. Yeah, since it has been washed, cut, you know, so it's just the water leaf now that I'm going to do. I'm gonna be prepping. I'll wash it then. Chan 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 chan. Okay, let's go there. All right, I'm done prepping the vegetables, the water leaf and the bitter leaf. Yeah, like I said, I brought out the bitter leaf. Bitter leaf has been in my freezer, so I allowed it to like thaw. I had to wash it again and again to make sure that it doesn't have any, you know, all those gummy stuff. Is fresh now. So I'm going to go ahead and start the main cooking. So by adding our red oil. This is supposed to be done on a very low heat. I think the heat, let me reduce it a bit. Here is the blended pepper mix with the tomatoes. Normally I'm supposed to be like adding another oil, like I'm supposed to be adding onion to this oil now, but I blended much. I added like 2 balls of oil.
Are you normal?
While blending, so there is no need. This is soup we're making, not onion stew, so that it will not be much. But I usually like adding onion, like frying my onion before adding the pepper mix. But just that this time around, I blended much, like 2 onion balls. Why? So that's why I don't want to add another one. So I'm going to be allowing this to cook in the oil for some minutes. As the pepper mix is cooking in the oil, will I say frying? However, as it's doing putu here, I'm going to be mixing. I like turning my egusi into paste whenever I'm making egusi soup, for that lumpy texture. So, and how do I achieve this? I'm going to be adding small water, like water to it. You know, you can still add, like sometimes though, like I said, cooking, you don't just, you know, I like experimenting with food. Sometimes when I want to mix, as in get this to make egusi mix or paste, I add crayfish, a little crayfish, I add onion, you know, to it. But this time I just want to make it plain, I can add small salt, just small salt. So let's do that together, because that's the next thing that will be entering as that's the next thing that will be entering our pot. So let's get it done. Once as you add, you stir, like you mix to see if it has gotten to that consistency you would want. Now our pepper mix there now. Like I said, you know it's cooked with Ella, so I am not going to be doing the cooking and talking all alone. Right there you are, be talking to me, I can hear. So I want to know when it's, please just give me that phone. I want to get closer and closer to my family. I want to know when you're cooking your egusi soup, like for those that like it lumpy, do you make it into a paste or you just pour the egusi powder into the hot oil? I just want to know. Please, you can leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be expecting your comment. Wow, we are cooking. Let's see what has been happening here. Wow, see now, check it, good news. Hey, oh, there you go. This is how it's supposed to be. Next thing is to add our egusi mix. You stir first, then we are going to be adding the egusi. Alright, we are good. So we are going to be covering this for about 5 minutes before we can stir. Let's see how this is doing. Oh my god, it has caked. Can you see those lumps? Now I'm going to be breaking them. I've not like added any seasoning cube yet or salt like the way it should, because I know I used salt and seasoning cubes in steaming the meat. See the lumps, to avoid it being too salty. So I'll have to pour in the meat stock first before adding extra salt to it. I forgot to add, like before pouring in the pepper mix, egusi and all that, some persons they like this thing. This is it uri or what? Like
do I know?
Just like ogiri, you know. That iru, yeah, iru.
Continue.
Iru, abi iru, something like that. That is for Yoruba people. They like adding it to egusi soup, not just egusi, okra and all those things. And there is this particular flavor it gives. I did not add, so it's also your choice. If you like iru, abi iru, if you like iru, you can actually add it to yours. So I'm going to be adding the mixed stock now. Where is the pressure pot? Okay, as you can see, our stockfish
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
adding our, I added 1.5 stock cube. I added 1.5. So give it a quick mix. I want to check for salt. So no, like I did not add salt from much salt. I just added small when I wanted to stir fry the pepper mix. So let me see if the salt is okay or there is need to add. It's perfect. Part of our vegetables, which is the bitterleaf, you know, it's hard, and sometimes, like, not just on normally, like for you to bring out the real taste, you have to add it early enough. So let it be cooking with the rest of the ingredients. Cover for like 5 minutes. But guys, this is the aroma alone. Oh my god, the aroma. Let's see. This is perfect. Taste for salt again. It needs little salt. I would have loved to add more water. See, it's too thick for my own liking. I don't know about you, but because I'm going to add water leaf to it. You know, water leaf has its own water, natural water. So I'll wait or let me just add a little, then cover it for like a minute to, you know, come together. So while we are waiting for the soup to, you know, as I added extra, so I'm going to add extra crayfish. I think we are good to go now. I'm adding the water leaf, I'm just in love with the color. The water leaf just gave it a very beautiful color. I told you people that this egusi, now it has arrived. That water leaf gave it a very extra taste and flavor. We are done. The gas is off. Bam. We are done making our egusi soup. So I have my husband here to test what we cooked. You know, we cooked together. Yeah.
You actually made everything yourself? Okay.
I mean, I'm talking to my family, like our viewers. We cook together. So my husband is here
cook for me. Thank you. Hey.
It's
Beautiful. Let me start with the Kpomo first. Let's start with the Kpomo first. Need to test this. But babe, I don't know. You know, like normal egusi. This is just small different, no?
Yeah, I know that's why I use water leaf. Water leaf added a strong flavor.
This is nice. Forget. We do not cook well. And this is not cook well. This is nice. Guys, you need to taste this. I think you need to taste this.
So guys, that's just how to cook egusi soup with water leaf and bitter leaf. As you can see, like, not because I'm the one that cooked it, like I'm not hyping myself, but the truth is that the soup is heavenly. And just stay tuned. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification button so that each time I upload a new video you can be notified. Thank you so much. I love you all. I don't know.